Oh, we forgot. All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, today we are going to be talking about an anchor kit. Now, there are thousands of anchors. This is the very plain Jane Greenlee anchor kit. There's many of them. There's Klein, there's, I don't know all of them. There's just so many. Blues, there's reds, there's whites, there's white blues, there's, I don't know, probably orange and yellows and so on and so forth. I think Klein's yellow. So, anyway. This isn't the one that I have on hand. I have all kinds of different greens. I got neon green ones. I've got dark red ones, so on and so forth. But when you get a kit like this, all right, this is not the end-all be-all. I'm going to be doing a video on Tapcons very shortly that you might want to watch because it'll tell you, well, show you basically how to use a Tapcon. To me, they're a lot more sturdy and they'll hold a lot more. Sure, you have safety glasses and ear protection. All right, in this kit, you get 100 pieces. You get 100 number 10 by 1 inch hex screws. You also get 100 anchors and 1/4 inch masonry bit. Now, I'm gonna talk a little bit about drills. This is a hammer drill. Very loud. It gets the job done. You gotta wear ear protection. You should wear it anyway. I prefer a SDS, but for this particular video, we're going to use a hammer drill because almost everybody has one of those. And guess what? You don't even have to use a hammer drill. You can just drill it straight in with a drill. So I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. Now, how do you gauge how deep this goes? I'm going to tell you what the manufacturer tells you, and I'm going to tell you what construction people do. Real life people, construction people. I'm not going to say electricians because I've been around many trades and they all do about the same thing. A lot of people will tell you, oh, you know, you gotta, when you put your bit in, you gotta put a piece of tape in there because you gotta, let me show you what I'm talking about. You gotta measure and don't go any deeper than that because if you do, you know, you're gonna get, you know, screwed. Well, that's not true. So, you know, some people will do this and they'll get the length, right? They'll put this up against and then they'll put a piece of tape around their bit. Now, I don't waste my time doing that. You can kind of gauge that depth and even if you go a little deep, so what, right? So, we're going to put one in here on this side. We're going to sink it in there. Listen to me. This is important. Don't put these in a mortar joint. All right. I'm going to take you outside real quick, show you the mortar joint, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about it. Don't use a mortar joint. It's terrible. It's terrible. Manufacturer says you can do it. I'm here to tell you that a good tradesman will not do it, and we can have a discussion about it. Will it work? Absolutely. I don't do it because I've seen pull out many times. Sorry, that's just my opinion. And when I teach people, that's how I teach them. No mortar joints. No reason for it. If you don't know what I was talking about inside there, yeah, it's dark out here tonight, but you see these mortar joints? Some people like to just to put the Tapcon right in there. I mean, especially on a brick, they're a little bit more mortar, but it's still mortar. This is harder than this. I don't care what anybody tells you. Over the years, I've seen Tapcons come out. Now, I'm not going to say will, I'm not going to say will not. I'm saying over the course of my construction, these mortar joints are terrible, by the way. I've seen them pull out. So, you know, if you're pulling wire or if you're mounting something that needs to be super stout, I don't know if I'd go in there. I'd just go ahead and in the brick. If you use these, be mindful of what you're putting in. They're not going to hold 350,000 pounds. You know, they're not going to hold an engine while you hoist it out of your Cadillac, you know, your Eldorado with the 454. I'm just saying. What we're going to do is I'm going to bring you down, and we're going to drill straight down in this block. Not really straight, but to the side. And I'm going to show you guys how this looks. All right, with everything locked in here, ready to go, we want to make sure that we put our drill on 3. We want it fast, and we want to put this, there's an arrow right there, on hammer. Boom. So now, we're going to come over here, air protection on, eye protection. We're going to sink it. Don't be laughing at my setup. You see my tripod there. It's embarrassing, but you know, when you're a one-man band, you got to do what you got to do. All right, let's sink her. All right, now we could probably stop there. It's probably deep enough, but we're going to go straight on through. All right, now let's see how to install this anchor, because We didn't really talk about that, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. Now, you can use a hammer to hammer these in, or you can use your electrician's hammer, which I prefer to use the electrician's hammer. And what is that? Bam! It's your Klein's, bro! All right, you're going to put this in here like so, and you're just going to tap it in. All right? I'm trying to stay out of frame as much as possible. And now that you have your anchor in, you can just take your bit, your 5/16, put it on your impact, and just, you don't want to hold on to it because it's probably just easy. Push, 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 boom. And boy, I'm telling you what, that sucker is not coming off there. You are tight as a belt. If you want to use the SDS, which I highly recommend using that, to me, it's just a better drill altogether. Less noise on your ears, even though you got earplugs or earmuffs or whatever you're using. Still less noise. To me, it's just so much smoother. I don't know why I waited so long to buy one. But I will show you that SDS in action in the Tapcon video. So, just so you're aware of, these anchors, most of these kits, range from 25 to 75 pounds and maybe a little bit more. But for those kinds of anchors, you know, the little, I guess they're called conical. You know, it's just one of these terms, and this box is brand new and it's so cold that I just broke the tip, but I'll put these in something else anyway. This is kind of just a holding area for now because they're kind of cylinder and they kind of they cone out, so they're conical. Anyway, and that's probably not right. Somebody's gonna say, well, that's not what it really means, but I'm gonna tell you what it really means, and I hope you do. So leave me a comment down below. Now, if you want to see that SDS in action and how to actually put a Tapcon in the wall, meet me in this video right here, because you will be able to see how a Tapcon works, and I'll tell you a little bit more about them. And if you want me to go in more in depth, I will. I'll see you in that video. God bless. Catch you on the next one.